Hey guys, Christian here. Today we got the Hyundai Santa Fe XRT model, and let's see if it's worth 40K. MSRP on this is 40,600. This has a 2.5 liter turbo GDI MPI 4-cylinder engine and has an 8-speed dual clutch transmission with H-track all-wheel drive. This has 277 horsepower, 311 torque, which gets to 0 to 60 in 6.3 seconds. MPG on this is 19 city, 26 highway, 22 combined, and this weighs just under 4,500 pounds. So beginning on the wheels, we have the 18-inch dark alloy wheels. Just kind of blends in the car, goes with the specific XRT model. Just looks good. Overall, the whole car is in black, or what they call phantom black. Again, just very like, you'll see the whole car, everything very, I guess, phantom looking, very like stealthy looking, all blacked out. And then I do want to mention before we get to the front, we actually have the C-pillar assist, which you might be wondering what this is for. You simply just like push this in, or you could even just like simply as you like grab it, you have this. You might think, do I put like some Oreos in here? Do I hide my keys in here? What is this for exactly? You could have the door open, or like let's say you quickly want to get to the top of the car. You simply just like put your foot up here and you actually climb all the way up here, so you could just access anything you might need. On the front side, we have the LED headlights, so just standard, and I will say kind of has interesting design, kind of like retro and modern again, but the whole H logo on each of the headlights. Same thing we'll see actually on the back side as well too. The whole front bumper has like the front like black chrome grille, as you can see, like these nice little like shiny parts, as you would I guess call them. But the whole front just very like blocky, and I will say the height's kind of low, so this is kind of good in case you got to see like in front of your car. I know there's a lot of SUVs that get a lot taller and taller, and you might not be able to see things down here. So it's kind of good that this doesn't have such a high, like I guess like hood line, if you want to call it like that. So getting onto the back, we have the tail lights. Very similar design that we saw on the front side. So it has like an H kind of design into the headlights. And then the whole back as well too, all blacked out. So we see like the Santa Fe logo, all blacked out completely. The Hyundai logo blacked out too. Again, overall just very just like standard. And I will say the back is like very flat. So for good and for bad, I guess, how the water slopes or just efficiency. But it does give you a ton more space inside. And like if I bring this up actually, so once you open this, I'll actually show you that we have about like 15 cubic feet of space, assuming you have the third row up. And I will say this might not look like much, but I will say if you don't have a full, let's say 7 passengers, you just simply just bring these down, and you actually see we have about like closer to like 40 cubic feet of space with this down. And in case you need to bring these seats down as well too, if I switch over to this right side real quick, you can actually, with the buttons on this side, you just simply just press on them and it'll throw the seats down for you. And at this point, we have a lot of cubic feet of space. I think about like 80 cubic feet of space. So maybe a big TV, or you gotta haul something big, it'll be really easy to do that. And at this point, let me do a quick trunk challenge. So this is me inside the trunk now. And I actually want to talk about a quick couple things back here. This is specific to the third row seats and everything. You actually have a big AC 115 volt. It has a full grounded and everything, so you can just simply just plug in like a laptop or anything you might need really easily. Same plug as your home. And then you have your AC vents. You could also control it back here. 2 cup holders on this side. And then on this side, same thing, AC vent, 2 cup holders. And then you also have a 12 volt outlet in case you got to charge anything. But back outside, I actually want to show below this kind of like cover, you actually have a little bit more storage. Right now you can actually see this is like the sunshade in case you have anything in the back. You also have your just standard anything you have to like lift the car. But at this point, bring this down, and I will show just simply, it does have an automatic feature. So it just simply just brings it down for you. And at that point, it just closes. So getting inside the car, you have 2 options. You have the physical key, which quickly just showing that to you. But it does also have proximity key, so you simply just walk up to the car, don't have to bring it out. And you do also have a digital key option. But getting inside the car simply, we have like our standard, just like controls on the door, very, very standard. And then going to the seat controls, we have an 8-way adjustable seat. So obviously we have the bottom rest, which kind of just controls the seat position, the angle, the backrest, which of course just the backrest, and then you also have the lumbar control. But at this point, get inside the car, show off the screen and the steering wheel. So inside we have the steering wheel. We actually just have a very standard steering wheel. Left side we have a lot of like just the self-driving controls. Right side more of the music, or if you have to adjust volume or take a call. And I will say you also get paddle shifters on this, so kind of nice that it gives it to you. And then you do have this little black thing that you might see behind the wheel. So this is actually just making sure that you're paying attention. Make sure you're not looking at your phone, which is a nice little safety feature. And then behind, of course, the wheel, you have like a nice screen. So you have the whole, just of course, your RPMs, miles per hour, anything you might want up there. So between you and your passenger, you have a nice like 12.3-inch display. Kind of connects with the same display they have behind the wheel. Again, really nice design. I like the whole wraparound screen. I know some people don't like it. I feel like it's a little just like tacky, like they just put it there. But I think, again, I really love the look, more modern, and I feel like it just fits the car fine. But below that, we have the AC controls, just very standard. Some are physical, some are touch, so I will say, if you're not the biggest fan of touch, you will have to like deal with some of those. But again, it's pretty fine. At least you have like dual climate control. You can adjust your temperatures without looking, so that's like a really good thing. I think that's probably like the more important part when you're driving. Below that, we have like the drive modes in case you want to change between that. Also some off-road in case you want like the 4-wheel drive lock. You have more controls on the left side of the wheel, so in case you have to adjust more of like the towing stuff. But below that as well too, we have one USB-C port for charging, another USB-C port for kind of more of like if you want to do like plugged in Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, just an option. You have one wireless charger, I meant to say two, but there's actually just one, so you just put it on the left side. Some cars also do have the two, but this one just simply has charging on the left side. You have 2 cup holders, and I will say, getting my big 40-ounce Hydro Flask, which I keep dropping, it does fit on one of them, so that's really nice. And it also fits on the second one. So if you're going to the gym a lot, I think this is really nice that it just even fits something this large. So really nice little feature. On the armrest, again, just leather wrapped black. You bring this up. You have good storage in there. Just simply has a little light in there so you can actually store some things. And you have a little bit more storage that I want to mention while we're still front. And again, there's like a family vehicle, just tons of storage everywhere. So if you actually look below this wireless charger, you kind of just pan down a bit. You actually see we actually have some storage down here. So maybe some water bottles. You have another 12-volt outlet in case you got to charge anything. So again, really nice. You have more space over here. So if you actually open this up, for some cars, this actually has like the UV kind of like sterilizing thing. This one doesn't. This one's just standard, but you can just store some documents in there. You have a little bit more storage up here as well too, which is kind of funny. And then you have even, of course, the glove box too, in case you got to store a lot of things. Again, being a family vehicle, maybe you have your kids in your back. You want to give them some snacks or anything. Just really easy access. Just there's storage everywhere. And then final thing, you do also have a moonroof up here. So in case you actually want to just have this open, you can have that open. I wish it went all the way to the back like a panoramic roof. But again, nice to have this. You can just simply open and close it whenever you want to. So getting into the back seats, this is the second row. There is the third row. We'll get back into those in a bit. But getting inside, driver's side position as usual. Headroom is, again, really good. So I'm a full-on adult and I fit completely fine. Knee room, I will say, is really, really good. I will say so. Again, my whole hand just fits completely fine. So if you actually have full-on adults back here, be completely good. And then we'll see, you do get an armrest. So you bring this down, 2 cup holders. Again, you just throw anything you want in here. And then on over here, we actually have some storage. So you just simply just open this up. Good storage again, any snacks you might need for your kids. So again, just very standard. And what's very cool about the armrest that we have in the front, so maybe you have some things in there and you want maybe you're sitting back here, you want to bug the people in the front for stuff, but you don't want to actually bug them too much. Just press it here. And what's really cool, I've never seen this, it actually like opens it up this way. So it actually opens up both ways. So you gotta open up from the front. So quickly just do that, or do it from the back here. So again, really, really cool, very cool. Just a little feature that they added. But again, I will mention there's also 2 USB-C ports, one on each kind of like seat on the front. So again, maybe connect some things, maybe have an iPad for each kid back here, or whatever they might want. You have more storage behind the seats. And then at this point, let's show off the third row. So getting into the third row seats, I actually want to just show me struggling going into the back. Maybe you're a full-on adult, you're not a kid. So again, bring the seat down or kind of forward. Actually, I already have that one angled so you can see more easily. But again, step back here. At this point, I'm fine. And I will say these seats are pretty comfy because I've sat in some third row seats and they're really like stiff back here. Again, my usual standard AC controls, cup holders. But if I do bring this back, let's say you have adults back there and I actually want to have it all the way to the back, I'm actually completely fine. My knees are up here, but they're not like some cars where they're like completely squished and you feel like your knees are almost going to your face. So again, I'd be completely fine back here. Luckily, you have a little window back here so it doesn't feel too claustrophobic. And the seats back here are a little raised, so you have like an easier view looking forward as well too. So driving this, I will say the visibility just from the beginning is really good on the front. Again, really big windshield, low, I guess like hood line. So it's really easy just to see out of the car all around and everything, even though it has 3 rows of seats. Really easy to see everywhere in case you might need to, or even your kids in the back as well too. But as well with the agileness of this car, let's see. I will say it's a bit like a slow. Again, it's not meant to be moving really fast, and it does have different driving modes, so in case you want to play with those as well too. But again, has good power, has a towing capacity. If you want the towing numbers, I'll throw them down below. I think it's about like 4,000 pounds, and then it's also a different number if you don't have like brakes on the towing. I will say the noise insulation on this car is really good. I know the front glass is has like acoustic laminated glass, so I guess it does obviously help with the noise. And even at freeway speeds, it feels very quiet. Like keeping a conversation here at freeway speeds, completely easy to do. Sound system on this car, very standard. Again, can't complain. Sounds really good. Yeah, and I will say there is also a speaker kind of like here in front of you. Many cars do have speakers everywhere, of course, but I really feel this speaker like right next to the screen or like in front of the dash of you just really like helps with the noise. And I think I brought it up with the other Hyundai that I covered as well too. Safety system on this car, there's quite a lot as usual. Every car has a ton. I don't know all of them at the top of my head, but I'm just going to flash them up on the screen. more than welcome to pause the video, look at them again, or try to look at them directly from the Hyundai website. But again, just tons of them. I'll try to test one for you guys right now. One of the safety systems on this car is called SEA, Safe Exit Assist. So let's say a car's coming up, which we see right there. Let's say I'm about to open my door, it'll actually show up on your dash. And it'll actually make a little noise letting you know that there's a car coming and to be careful with the car that could potentially hit you. So that completes a review for the Hyundai Santa Fe XRT model. Again, phantom black overall, just good design. I will say really spacious car. Again, if you have to tow or anything, really good car. All-terrain tires and everything, just very standard. Again, I just want to thank you guys for watching as usual. If you made it this far, thank you. I think we're about like 2,812 subscribers. Seems to keep going up every week. So again, I'm very thankful for all the subscriptions and everything. Again, share the video with your friends if they're looking into these cars or anything like that, or let me know any feedback down below. Negative or positive, I'll definitely listen to it or read it and respond back to you. And again, until next time. Oh, and by the way, only 1% of you are subscribed, so maybe let's get that up to at least 2%, maybe. But if not, it's okay. But again, until next time.